If you're new to fasting, or maybe you've tried it before but you're struggling to see results, honestly, I'm not surprised. There is so much mixed information trying to sell you something. Fasting Tube is independent and focusing on real information. Let's get started with today's video.
The question, how does fasting affect weight loss? The act of fasting does not help you lose weight. Here's why. The act of fasting does not help you lose weight. Here's why. I'm a big advocate for intermittent fasting. As good as fasting is, it will not make you lose weight. However, being in a caloric deficit does. While sleeping, you are in a fasted state. Upon wakening, you want to hold off on eating in the morning so that the fat burning process can continue from when you were asleep. When eating first thing in the morning, the fat burning process slows down and insulin is released. Cortisol levels are typically higher in the mornings, and by fasting you keep insulin levels low. If your cortisol levels are high in the morning and you spike insulin by eating first thing in the morning, you are more likely to store fat easier. If you wait to eat in the afternoon when cortisol begins to decline, this would be a good time to eat. As we said, eating releases insulin, and we do not want to eat when cortisol levels are high. To make it simple, intermittent fasting controls the amount of insulin that is released within the body. If you are doing the 168 fasting protocol, you are essentially eating in an 8-hour window and fasting for 16 hours. Insulin will be released only in that 8-hour window when you eat. Here's where you have to be very careful if you are not used to intermittent fasting. By abstaining from food for longer periods of time could lead you to overeat in your feeding window. Just because you fasted does not mean you can eat whatever you want. Your calories still have to be in a deficit. You have to coax the fat off your body, and it's a process that is very rewarding if done right. Be very careful with extreme diets. Most people can lose the weight fast but end up putting all the weight back on and more. Your body is smarter than you, and you'll back yourself into a corner having nowhere to go. You'll hit a very fast plateau if you do things in the extreme. Below I have a few options you can try. The fat loss formula. The fat loss formula. Option number 1, calories and macros. Option number 1, calories and macros. First determine maintenance calories, then subtract 250,500 calories from maintenance equals body weight x 14. Protein equals 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. Carbohydrates equals 1 gram per pound body weight on training days and half a gram per pound of body weight on non-training days. Fat equals make up the remainder of the calories on training days and on non-training days. Meal cadence. Meal cadence. Here is a breakdown of meals in a typical food cycle for building muscle while staying lean. Morning, protein/fats. Lunchtime, protein/fats. Post-workout, protein/carbs, 1 hour after training. Second post-meal, protein/fats. Before bed, protein fat. Here are a few options you can try as far as making a lifestyle change below. Option number 2, intermittent fasting. Option number 2, intermittent fasting. There are several ways to do intermittent fasting. AM fast. You may choose to skip breakfast and only eat from midday to maybe 7 or 8 in the evening. Others may choose to eat only in a 4 or a 6-hour period. AM fast. 24-hour fast. You may also choose to eat as you normally would and then not eat for 24 hours after that. 24-hour fast. 2-a-day intermittent fasting. With this method, one takes restricted amounts of calories during 2 days and normal eating is done on the other 5 days. 2-a-day intermittent fasting. Alternate day fasting. This method involves total abstinence from all kinds of food for 24 hours followed by 24 hours of normal eating. Alternate day fasting. Option number 3, cyclical keto diet. Option number 3, cyclical keto diet. The keto diet is not really a diet, but rather a lifestyle change. A ketogenic diet is best described as a low-carb, moderate protein, and high-fat diet. This combination changes the way energy is used in the body. Fat is converted in the liver into fatty acids and ketone bodies. Another effect of the diet is that it lowers glucose levels and improves insulin resistance. Simple rules to follow when doing keto. Consume a high-fat/moderate protein breakfast. Consume only 30 to 50 grams of carbohydrates between 3 to 7 p.m. if you work out. Post-training only. Keep protein moderate. Too much protein spikes insulin as well. Cheat on your diet every 7 days between 3-7 p.m. if you work out. Post-training only. For other articles on proper nutrition, please see more below. 3 simple rules for getting a lean and ripped body. 3 simple rules for getting a lean and ripped body. 3 fat loss hacks to bust through your plateau. 3 fat loss hacks to bust through your plateau. 3 reasons you're not losing fat faster. 3 reasons you're not losing fat faster.